Hello, today this podcast is going to be about solubility precipitation reactions and molecular total ionic and net ionic equations. So with your basic solubility rules, not everything is soluble in water, and these basic rules will explain which things are soluble in water and which aren't. So all nitrates are soluble in water. All chlorides are soluble in water except for silver chloride. Sulfates are soluble in water except for barium and calcium. Carbonates and phosphates are insoluble except for the metals in group 1A and ammonia. And all hydroxides are insoluble except for group 1A and ammonia as well. So with precipitation reactions, you start off with two aqueous solutions, and when you react the two aqueous solutions together, you form a solid, which is your precipitate, and another aqueous solution. So as you can see right here, we're starting off with silver nitrate, which is aqueous, plus sodium chloride, which is also aqueous, which forms silver chloride, which is solid, and sodium nitrite, which is also aqueous. In this reaction, silver chloride is the precipitate. Molecular total ionic and net ionic equations. Using the same equation that we used before, we can write out three different equations that explain what happens in the reaction. With the molecular equation, this is your basic equation where you just write silver nitrate aqueous plus sodium chloride aqueous forms silver chloride solid plus sodium nitrate aqueous. That's your whole molecular equation. With the total ionic equation, you break up anything that is aqueous into its ions, because when it's in water it forms into its ions. So as you can see here, we have silver plus aqueous, plus nitrate minus aqueous, plus sodium plus aqueous, plus chloride minus aqueous yields silver chloride, which is solid, which doesn't break up into its ions, plus sodium plus aqueous plus nitrate minus aqueous. That is your total ionic equation, and this shows all of the different ions in solution. Finally, your net ionic equation shows what is left over after you take away all of the spectator ions. So as you can see from the total ionic equation, the spectator ions are the NO3 minus and the Na plus, because you can see them on both sides of the reaction. You can see it right here, and here, and there, and there. So your net ionic equation will be Ag plus aqueous plus Cl minus aqueous yields AgCl solid. And that's your net ionic equation.